Hey guys, my name's Jacqueline Niederorder, and I decided to do my lesson plans on kindergarten health. So when I first started my lesson plans, the first thing I did was go to Common Core standards, and there were a lot of standards, but most of them were based off this certain standard, which is students will comprehend concepts related to health promotion and disease prevention to enhance health. So some of the performance indicators for pre-K through second grade, because that's what most of these standards were going through, was pre-K, second grade, not just kindergarten. One of them was identify situations when a health-related issue or problem. An example of this is like when a student would need to wash their hands. So that is what I did my lesson plans on. I did it on kindergarten, and when they need to wash their hands and for how long. So I have a few more standards on my lesson plans. When you look at them, my goal is to provide information and instruction to kindergarten on how to properly wash their hands. So when I'm teaching this to students, this picture is on my lesson plans. So when you're teaching students, especially when they're younger, I got the opportunity to be in a kindergarten class this past semester at Douglas, and it was a lot of fun, and I actually learned a lot. But you need to explain a lot of things to the kindergarten classroom and use a lot of images and videos, because that's the things that they're interested in. They don't want to just sit and listen to you lecture like we would have to. You want to actually get them engaged in what you're doing. So the first thing I'd probably do is explain what germs are to them, because they probably don't really understand that concept yet, or what germs are. So I'd explain what germs are, and then I'd explain how they are spread. So like when you sneeze or cough, or when you're touching other people, and how to sneeze and cough. Like you're not supposed to sneeze in your hands, you're supposed to sneeze in your elbow. And explain to them that washing your hands will keep germs away. And then at this point, I would instruct students when to wash their hand. I decided to explain how students can wash their hands, because it's important for students to know at a young age that it is important to wash their hands when they needed to. Kindergarten is a big age where they need to learn this, because they're just coming into school, and yeah, their parents might make them wash their hands before lunch and stuff, but when you're in school, you're touching a lot of door handles, and you're not touching other kids, but you're playing with other kids, and you're touching things out in recess in the playground. So you're getting a lot of germs everywhere, and a lot of teachers, kindergarten students like to hug and like to hold hands. So when they're at that age, they're always touching each other. So I'd explain they need to wash their hands before eating or touching food, like preparing their own lunch. After using the bathroom is a huge thing. After playing outside, after blowing your nose, which a lot of teachers have hand sanitizers right by the tissues, so that helps a lot. After touching animals and pets, and after handling garbage, because you know how icky things like that is. And then after that, I'd explain why it's important to do that before handling food and eating, because when they touch things and then they eat it, or they eat the things that they're touching, the germs can go into their mouth. So I'd explain that to them. Another thing I'd explain to them, because a lot of younger kids don't understand, is that you cannot see germs. So germs have to be, the only way you can see